Hey guys, Miss Williams here, ready to teach you some number sense and fact fluency. Today's number sense routine, I want to pose a problem to you. Let's read it. Miss Williams went to Disney's Hollywood Studios and got a bag of popcorn for a snack. She ate 3/4 of her bag of popcorn. Blakely ate 5/6 of her bag of popcorn. Did they eat the same amount of popcorn? I want you to think about that. Did they eat the same amount? Miss Williams ate 3/4 of her bag. Blakely ate 5/6 of her bag. So the question I want to pose to you is true or false? Is 3/4 equal to 5/6? Now, what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to pause your computer. I want you on a notebook piece of paper to draw a picture of a fraction, the fraction 3/4 and the fraction 5/6, and line them up beside each other. I want you to determine if these are equal or not. Once you have done this, you can hop back on the video and we'll talk about your answer. Okay, pause the video. We'll see you in a minute. Now that you've paused your video and you've drew some fractions on a piece of paper, I want you to think about these. Is it true or is it false? Let's go over to some virtual manipulatives and let's figure it out ourselves. Right now, I'm going to show you some fractions. We have some fraction squares here. Okay, so Miss Williams ate 3/4 of her bag of popcorn. So I'm going to pull out 3/4 of fractions right now. So here's 1/4. Oh, and that's way down here. We're going to pull it up here. Here's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. So Miss Williams ate 3/4 of her bag of popcorn. Now, my daughter Blakely, she ate 5/6. So now we're going to pull out 5 1/6 fraction blocks. Okay, and I'm going to line them up and down so that we can picture and see which one is larger or if they are the same. So we have 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. All right, look at these fractions. Did they eat the same amount? If you said false, you are correct. These are not equal. In fact, 5/6 is greater than 3/4. So Blakely ate more of her popcorn than Miss Williams. Good job. Now, let's go back over to our PowerPoint here. So our answer should have been false. Now, I want you to think of some other fractions that could be equivalent to 3/4. What are some other fractions that are equal to 3/4? I want to erase the 6. Okay, I know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 is not equal, and 5/6 is not equal. So I know that 6 are not compatible with equivalency for fourths. So I want to pull some other fraction bars up to see if we can find what other fractions are equal to 3/4. Okay, I could pull up my halves. I know that 1/2 and 2/2 are 1 whole. And these are not equivalent, okay? Because 1/2 is less than 3/4. So the halves are not equivalent, okay? Let's move over to 6. Let's see if there are any 6 that are equivalent to 3/4. Let's pull our 1/6 up. 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. Oh, we just did that one. My bad. Miss Williams made a mistake. We know that 5/6 are not equivalent. Okay, let's go over to 8s. Maybe 8s will be equivalent. Let's pull up our 8th. Here's 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8. Oh, what do you see here? I see that 3/4 is equal to 6/8. 3/4 is equal to 6/8. Do you guys agree? Now, a trick you could do is if you remember, the diagonal multiplication to see if those are equal. 4 groups of 6 is 24, and 3 groups of 8 is, what does that equal? 24. Is 24 equal to 24? Yes. So 3/4 is equivalent to 6/8. And we notice that with our fraction bars here. Now, let's go back over, and I want to find another fraction that might be equivalent. We know halves are not equivalent. We know thirds are not equivalent. We know 6 are not equivalents, but we did find out that 6/8 are equivalent. Let's do 12ths. Let's see if there's a 12ths fractions that would be equivalent. So I'm going to pull my 12ths down here. 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, 5/12, 6/12, 8, 7/12, 8/12, and last but not least, 9/12. Oh. Now we have another fraction that is equal to 3/4. We're going to do this in green. So we know that 3/4 is also equal to 9/12. Okay, 3/4 is also equal to 9/12. We could do our cross multiplication to check our work. 4 groups of 9 is 36. And 3 groups of 12 is, 2 groups of 12 is 24, plus another 10 would be 34, plus 2 more is 36. So yes, these are equal. So let's go back over to our slide. What other fractions are equivalent to 3/4? We found out that 6/8 is equivalent and 9/12. Remember, equivalent means equal. So these fractions are also equal with 3/4. All right, awesome job. Okay, we're going to head back over to some flat fluency with multiplication by sevens. Today, the first product I want you to think about is, what is 7 groups of 9? This is a harder one. This is a higher number, 7 groups of 9. Today, I want you, instead of using the distributive property and breaking down our 7, today we're going to relate it to a friendly multiplication fact. We all should know what 7 groups of 10 is. What is 7 groups of 10, friends? You said 70, that is correct. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take that 70 and you're going to take away one group of 7. One group of 7. 70 minus 7. Well, you can count back by 5. 70 minus 5 is 65. And then take away 2 more. And your answer should be 63. So if you said 63, you are correct. 70 minus 7 is 63. So 7 groups of 9 is 63. Awesome job, guys. Let's take a look at this one. This might look familiar. We're using the commutative property. This is 9 groups of 7. You could do the same thing and do 10 groups of 7, but I want to think about it in a different way. We're going to break down the 9 today with our distributive property. So I'm going to do the Mickey Mouse strategy. I'm going to do friendly numbers. I know I'm familiar with my 5s. I should know my 5s just like that. I'm also familiar with 4s. We've done 4s. So now I'm going to solve 5 groups of 7 and 4 groups of 7. So what is 5 groups of 7? Think about that. I know 5 groups of 5 is 25 plus 2 more groups of 5, which would be 10. 25 plus 10 is, if you said 35, that is correct. Now let's solve 4 groups of 7. Well, I'm going to double my 7 first, because I'm going to use the double strategy. So to double my 7 first, that is going to be 14. Now I'm going to double 14 because I'm doubling twice. If you said 28, you're correct. What am I going to do with these numbers, 35 and 28? I'm going to add them together. 35 plus 20 is 55 plus 8. Well, I know 55 plus 5, which would be 60, plus 3 more, which would be, our answer is 63. Good job, guys. All right, we're getting to a bigger number, a harder one. Like I said, this week we're going to be doing some harder ones. 7 groups of 28. Now, I don't know what 7 groups of 28 is by memory, but I am going to break that 28 up into friendly numbers. Okay, we're going to break the 28 up into 20 and 8. So now I'm going to solve 7 groups of 20 and 7 groups of 8. So if you know what 7 groups of 20 is, if you know what 7 groups of 2 is, you should be able to solve that and just add the 0. What's 7 groups of 2? Double your 7. If you said 14, that's correct. So then I'm going to add my 0. So my answer is 140. Now we're going to solve 7 groups of 8. This is a harder one. Remember, you can use some of your friendly numbers. You can break that 7 into a 5 and a 2. You could do 5 groups of 8, which would be 40, plus 2 groups of 8, which is 16. And 40 plus 16 is what, friends? If you said 56, you're correct. Now, what am I going to do with those numbers? I'm going to add them together. 140 plus 56. Well, I know 140 plus 50 would be 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 190 plus 6 more ones. What does that equal? If you said 196, you're correct. Good job. All right, guys, that's our number sense routine today. Make sure you're working on those, your multiplication books on those 7s. Also, don't forget the other numbers. If you can be practicing your 8s, your 7s, your 4s, okay? Make sure you're really spending some time each week independently in that multiplication book working on strategies, okay? I hope you have a great rest of your day and good luck with your number sense. Have a good day. Bye.